again. I'm just gonna hit play just so it doesn't turn off again. Anyways, so I'm doing a birthday bash live with the. Um, Unfortunately, couldn't do the live one from tonight because it was Rockfin only because um, the awesome show that he did with the Davids. They pulled him off. They gave him a timeout on YouTube here, so
Well, hello and welcome
I'll have to
to
go with an old
Birthday
classic
Darty.
here
I'm your host,
instead,
Jeffrey Darty. I am
which is
the
just as good.
Christian whistleblower in the same
So
way that
yeah,
Snowden
I
was a
paused it for
NSA
too
whistleblower.
long
He was in it, saw the
on the first
nonsense, told
attempt, and then
everybody
it kind
about
of
it.
timed out
Obviously,
on my big
Christianity as a
screen.
minister
So,
for 25 years.
but
I
yeah,
saw the
don't want to interrupt
nonsense,
JD here.
and I'm
Starting
telling
off,
everybody about it. And by the way, Trump tards, MAGA tards,
two
Snowden's not
cars,
an American citizen.
X tars.
Way more than your boy ever did for him. But then there's Assange, and we won't even go into that because that's not the subject of the
You
new
mean
program tonight.
John Trump?
We're talking about Fight Club. I know you're not supposed to, but I think you'll understand where we're
Fight
going
Club is
with that.
fun. You
We're
got to
talking
talk
about
about
Fight
Fight Club.
Club, the 300, and we're talking about the fact that somehow
You can talk about Fight
Lincoln
Club in code,
survived
just can't
another
talk about it. Literally.
promise of destruction, gloom and doom, another date set, September 24th. It came and went, and I'm here tonight to tell you that
September 2
anybody,
4. 4 plus
anywhere,
2 is 6.
anytime, I don't care how much you like them, how much you love them, how much you think they're smart, if they ever set any date of any kind, they're idiots, and you shouldn't listen to them
Especially if
anymore.
they're X tards.
Period. People have been setting dates since they knew about dates, and guess how many of them have come true so far?
None.
0. Oh, but your guy, he's the one that's going to get the date right.
Well, eventually they'd get it right, you'd think.
I'm really amazed at some of you, but there it is. So anyway, we survived the end of the world as we know it yet again. So tonight, let's talk about taking it back. How about
Taking
that?
it to the
Let's talk
streets.
about taking it over. But first, I want to talk about nanosoma. It is the most important, probably, product in the world right now
ABBA.
across the fruited plain. And if you have anything in your body that is not supposed to be there, nanosoma will optimize your body to get rid of it, to dump it out of your body. Think of the possibilities. What's getting into us through chemtrails, the food, the water, the air, the other things that we have put in us that we shouldn't have had put in us.
Nothing
we have
good.
to be careful because we're on YouTube. Nanosoma drops all of that out of your body. It's that important. And I see Steven tonight over on the Rockfin side. We see Pedro from France.
Pedro, mon
Eli
ami.
Gatekeeper. Tracy Cooper Rider. Carmen Gibbs. Nice to see you, Carmen, always. And we also have over there, got to go and find everybody, James S. What the? ... I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Bonnie's the best is here. Christy Daniels is here. Always nice to see you, Christy. Appreciate you being around. Cruz Michael is here. And Jeffrey Darty's here. How about that? Isn't that nice to know? I'm here. I
hope
have
he's
the
there.
appropriate little... What did I do? Interesting. You never know how things are going to work. Charles Glenn is here. Charles has sent out emails and text notices to friends and family
Good for him.
in Pacific, Central, and Eastern Time to inform them of the new start time. Hopefully, the earlier start time will catch more back east and Midwesterners to stay up and watch this historic V program.
Well, that's why I'm doing this, to get the word out.
And this will be a historic V program. And here's a funny one. What the ... says that she watched Fight Club last Friday night after 10 years of not seeing it. And now I'm doing, as she's doing a high-intensity training workout on her bike, she hears that I'm doing a stream like this on Monday. Very cool. Yes, it is. When
Well, hopefully.
great minds work together, it is indeed very, very
I might try to
cool.
watch Fight Club after the show.
Say hello to everybody on YouTube. Wow. This might take a minute. Kareen Melanie Moran,
Melanie Moran.
Freedom Dagger,
Yeah.
Tinfoil Tiara, Gold, Colin.
Yeah, so I tried to
Brandon,
watch.
Tinfoil Tiara, it's been a while, hasn't it?
What was the movie called?
Colin, Brandon, Brian,
Falling
Roy.
Down. After they mentioned it on the show like a
Two
few days
Trees
ago.
is in. Nice
Tried to
see
find it
Two
on my
Trees.
Roku
Missing
TV.
You is here.
Tons of movies you can watch for
Joyce
free.
and Larry.
Just not this one.
Scuba's here. Emperor
So we'll
Rex
see if
is
we can
here.
actually find Fight Club
Barry-
tonight and see if I can
Barry
actually watch it
Rankin
or
is
not.
here. Nice
We'll
to
see.
see you.
Fish.
I'm not used to seeing you so formally named. Dana Young is here. Ruby, she's here too tonight, as always. Super Galactic is here. Joyce
Planetary.
Marie, nice to see you. And that looks like it's about it as far as I can go back on the YouTube side of the house. Jama is here as well.
I don't know how long
Back
Jeff's
from
going to be
Oz's
off of
Neely
YouTube,
973.
but
Everybody's
I'll have to
going
just
on
do
in,
all the older
and
shows
come on
until
in.
he
The
gets
water
back
is
on.
fine. The water is not fine in my plunge tank because the
You have to be a lot more careful, I guess.
But thank goodness. Hi, Juliana.
He did
Thank
a show
goodness
on
I'm still
David
able to
Lane,
do
and
the relaxed sauna. Oh,
I
it's
guess
so
you're not allowed
amazing.
to talk
Go
about him.
jeffreydoty.com. Hit that relaxed sauna button and the nanosoma buttons on
Especially anything to do with
jeffreydoty.com.
anti-white.
It will just do so much.
He was
for you.
pro-white,
If you can
but,
get one of those, you should. That's all I got to say. So let's go ahead and jump right into the deprogram.
Soviet
tonight.
regime's
Trella's here.
anti-white.
Nice to see Trella. Here is the deprogram, folks.
Bring it
Are
on.
you ready for some unindoctrination?
Oh yeah,
Well, ready or not,
let's bring it.
here it comes. Fight Club. You're not your job. You're not how much money you have. You're not the car you drive. You're not the, I forget what that says right there. You're not your wallet. You're not your fucking khakis. You're not. You're really not.
Khakis. I can't believe I used to
we're
wear
going to talk about
khakis.
this tonight. Fight Club.
My old buddy Chris
I've
Jones.
seen the movie. It was out in 1999.
That's all he would wear was
It's a
khakis.
film. It's worth
Khakis
watching.
and shirts.
So let's talk first about the
Black
300.
shirts.
This is the star of the movie. Yeah,
And he looked
Brad
like
Pitt a
Peter
long time ago.
Griffin.
His character's called Tyler Durden.
I think he still looks like
We're
him.
going to learn some lessons tonight from Tyler Durden and the other character who was played by Ed Norton, known simply as the narrator. He never really had
Tyler
a name.
Durden.
But let's start out with a message to our movement. And this message to our movement comes from Judges chapter 7. Hello, Lit T. Very nice to see you. Very nice to see you.
Litty.
This message to our movement comes out of Judges 7. This is the story where Gideon is about to go to battle, I believe, with the
Giddy up.
Midianites. Some kind of ites. They're always battling these ites. So he's battling the Midianites.
Termites
And
are
he's
terrible.
worried that he hasn't got enough people, but yet the gist of this story is that he had too many people. The message to Gideon, the warrior, was, you still have too many people. And tonight, my message to you is, so do we.
Yep,
So do we.
definitely.
We have too many people in our movement. We have too
Quality
many
is better than
people
quantity.
in our movement. And yet, you'll hear these cowardly Christian identity people within our movement crying and whining that we don't have enough people. That's a mindset that comes from a certain nationality that I'm not allowed to mention on YouTube, but that is not
Soviet
true.
regime.
It's a mindset of lack. It's a mindset of defeat.
Yep.
We don't have
Don't want to be
too
lacking.
few people. We've got too many. And like Gideon, we need to take a look at our forces. I remember Savitri Devi, great writer, said of the Chancellor, his great mistake was that he did not purge his ranks often enough
Yep.
or thoroughly enough. Did you know that that's
Gotta
a lesson
reevaluate my
from
runs
the
from
Bible? Yes, that's the book for me. Not really,
Drink up, bitches.
but I guess I'd kind of be out of a job without that book, wouldn't I?
Yeah.
But we're about to put that book out of business, and here I still am.
Business is a
So
boom.
the Bible even talks about you got too many. The Chancellor, one of the few mistakes he made was that he didn't purge his ranks thoroughly enough or often enough. I agree with Debbie on that. So it's time to heed the
Russian love channel.
biblical disclosure. I call it kosher disclosure because the Bible's written by Jewish people, all 66 books, and really 88% of it is technically written by Jewish people. That means people from Judah, but we'll speak kind of evangelistically on this. 66 of 66 books are written by Jewish people, so the disclosure that's in there is kosher disclosure. And the disclosure here is that you got too many people. And when you compromise, when you bend the rules, when you try, when you go against your blink to keep people, they end up shooting you in the back or biting you in the hindquarters.
Can't trust
and
them.
not in a pleasant way. So here's the whole gist of Judges chapter 7. He says, take your men, your warriors. In this case, we had men warriors. And we have some beautiful, lovely female warriors in our midst as well. And I'm very, very proud of that. Our channel is almost right down the middle, 50-50 warriors and warriettes. I love it. So let's put them to the test. And it's time for us to put the people in our movement to the test. And whoever goes with us, they go with us. And whoever doesn't, doesn't. We need to stop trying to convince people to join us.
Yep.
And we need to stop trying to convince ourselves to let people join us that we know we really shouldn't. We need to stop chasing people. Remember, I just go by and throw the keys in the door in the cell. I'm not going to go in there, grab you by the ear, and pull you out.
Yep.
So how it was shown to this person Gideon, that's being shown to us in this kosher disclosure, this diamond amongst the dung. It is the Bible, a fear and guilt, blood magic control matrix that seeks to keep us locked in spiritual Stockholm syndrome. But because of plausible deniability, because of seemingly universal rules,
So
they have to tell us what they're doing. So
really good.
what they did to Gideon was said, hey, take him down to get a
Giddy
drink.
up.
And every one of them that bends over, every one of them that takes a knee, bends over and drinks up from the water like a dog.
Way too many knee
Set them
benders.
aside.
Way too many.
Now think about that. Everyone that drinks up the water like a dog. What is
Especially
the
since
dog
they've already bent the knee and
ubiquitous
taken
for
the,
in Hebrew
they
scripture?
become swimmers.
It's a representor. It is a placeholder for the
They've already bent the knee
Gentiles.
once. They can bend
And
it
I
again
define
twice.
Gentiles differently than most people define Gentiles. Most people define Gentiles as anybody that's not Jewish. I don't do that anymore because it's the Jewish people that made up the word Gentiles.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to accept a word to apply to myself that they made up.
Yep.
I think Gentiles is a little Jewish trick. It's really just a mixing up of genitals. So they're calling you all dicks. Those of you that accept the name Gentile,
I don't know.
those of you that are willing to accept the Judeo-Christian mind control virus, you're Gentiles, you're genitals, you're dicks. Did Smoochie show up? Smoochie showed up. How about that?
Smoochie.
You're dicks.
Smoochie,
And
smoochie.
almost without, there is some unsophistication involved, but almost without a doubt, every single person, to a man, to a woman, that is a Gentile, that does take the knee, bend upon a knee, and drink it up like a dog, is either a presenter seeking clicks and shekels, or a sheep following somebody that is seeking clicks and shekels. They're taking a knee.
Yep.
And they must be identified. They must be.
And they're
called
bending
out.
over for the COVID reading
But in
too.
the midst of all of these pretenders, in the midst of all of these Gentile genital dicks, there are yet 300 that have not bowed the knee. All the rest take the knee, but there's 300 that have not bowed the knee. And this is all loosely
Never
based
bend the knee.
on Judges chapter 7. By the 300, we will save ourselves. By the 300, we will take back our race. We will take back our country. We will take back this fruited plain. By the 300, we will save ourselves. Let the other people go. In Judges 7 says they have a place that they go. They go to the tents of Israel. That's what Christianity is. Christianity is the tents of Israel. Everybody that still has the ability to think for themselves knows that they call it Judeo-Christianity for a reason. Good, Smoochie. They call it Judeo-Christianity for a reason. Because it comes from Judaism. Everybody knows this. Jesus was a Jew. Come on my show and debate me if you don't think he was, but you won't because you know you're wrong. You don't want your followers to know you're wrong. Everybody, all the disciples were Jews. All 66 writers of the books of the Bible were Jews. Jesus was a Jew, and if you worship him, so are you. You may not realize it, but you're a Jew.
Yeah.
And if you want to be, that's up to you. But if you leave paganism, if you leave heathenry, and if you go to your own place, you're going to the tents of Israel. Going to Judeo-Christianity is going to the tents of Israel. You can go to the tents of Israel, and we will get us down unto the host, or those we battle. They will be delivered into our hands. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but the writing's on the wall. You've been weighed in the balances and found wanting. Your kingdom will be required of thee, and we will be standing victorious, and you will be in those tents where you wanted to go, and you will share in the results.
Right on.
We do not need numbers, my friends. We have too few. We have too many. Not too few. We don't need numbers. We don't have too few. We have too many. Period.
Yeah.
And the too
I
many
agree.
that are in our midst are those that are compromising to seek clicks and shekels, and those that are supporting those that are compromising to seek clicks and shekels. It's very, very easy. Very, very easy. As Rooney walks on the windowsill looking outside. Hello, Rooney. He's just being a pussy kitten, doing what pussy kittens do. And we move on. Those willing
Rooney even
to
wished me a happy
compromise
birthday
for
tonight.
numbers, they're Gentiles, they're genitals, they're dicks. But remember, there's more to that story. Wow, this led to all the way across that wall. That's interesting. So those that are genitals, they also have their top cut off. And this explains why they are genitals. Because they've had their top cut off.
Yeah.
I say they've had their crown chakra violated. They have been spiritually lobotomized.
Yeah.
You goyim, you Gentiles, you genitals, you have been spiritually lobotomized. That's
Right.
why it makes sense to you. That's why you don't care that it doesn't add up. You don't care that the Bible doesn't make sense. You don't care that your religion doesn't make sense. You just want, you like it, you love it, and you're like Tim McGraw. You want
Some more of it.
What's wrong with you?
I try so hard. And dang it, yeah, but rise
dicks.
above it.
With the tips cut
A
off.
lot of country music guys, so.
And those willing to accept Judeo-Christians into our number are taking a knee like dogs. The ubiquitous Old Testament name for pagans and heathens who are willing to shekel grub. To say that you name the cabal and then embrace a religion clearly created by the very same cabal proves that you either really unsophisticated, or you're in it for numbers or shekels, or you're really unsophisticated and you follow somebody that's in it for numbers and shekels. And hear this tonight. You rip up that chair, and Cynthia's going to have your fuzzy little axe. Cynthia, if you get a chance, you might want to come down and transport him back into Rooney Land. I think he's feeling a little
Nice
frisky,
new carpet.
if you get a chance, no worry. Linda Ferguson's here tonight. And she says she just climbed up Jack and the Beanstalk. Not sure what that means. You can't ever tell with Linda Ferguson.
Oh boy.
Cat, she's gonna kill you. It's a leather chair, and I keep hearing him climb it to get up on the windowsill, and I just don't think it's a very pretty picture over there. We might have to stop the deprogram at some point to correct it. But anyway, let me say this to you. If you're one of these people, you are not one of us, and we don't need you. You're the genitals, you're the dicks,
We don't need
we're the
you.
proud pagans and heathens, and you can see your way out.
Exit stage right.
There's what the nice to see you. If you're not willing to retain your pagan, heathen culture and integrity, we don't want you anymore.
Nope.
And we will no longer chase you.
No, definitely not.
Come on in. Did he tear it up yet? He didn't tear it up, did he? Oh, good. If you open the door, you'll usually just run right across into Rooney Land. Oh, there's a dog out there. This might get fun, cousins. Oh, shit. No, just open the door and let him run out. He'll run across. Go, go. Oh, jeez. The fun stuff that can go on in our life. Okay, no, go. Go. Here he comes. Wow. That was way more exciting than it should have been. But let me repeat. That was like a high point in my show. And Rooney screwed it up for me.
Rooney always makes an appearance.
That's fun. Little household drama.
He likes being the
All
star
right,
of the
let me
show.
Okay, so let me repeat this. Those who are willing to accept Judeo-Christians into our number are taking a knee, like dogs, the ubiquitous name, for pagans and heathens willing to shekel grub. To say that you name the cabal and then embrace a religion clearly created by the very same cabal proves you are in it for numbers and shekels, or that you're following somebody that's in it for numbers and shekels, or you're just not very sophisticated. You're not one of us, and we don't need you. You are the dicks. We are proud pagans, and heathens. And if you're not willing to retain your pagan, heathen culture and integrity, we will no longer chase you. We will leave you be. Just like the deer that Cynthia and I saw now 2 or 3 days ago. Little deer. He jumped over the fence, I guess. And he was limping around a little bit, so it looked like he hurt one of his wheels.
Oh. That sucks.
And he couldn't figure out how to get back over that fence. So his mom and his sister, I don't know if it's sister, but you know, his mom and a couple other deer came up there. Like, come on, jump, jump, jump. And he wouldn't do it, so they just said, well, bye. They just peaced out. That's the way it is in the real world.
Screw guys, I'm going home.
Yeah, he was a cute little guy, and yeah, they probably loved him, but guess what? They're not going to let him get the whole, how do they call them, herds, packs, whatever, killed. So they left his ass. They just left him. And if you don't want to retain our pagan heathen culture, if you don't want to retain your integrity, we will leave your little ass to no matter how cute you are.
Well,
We're
maybe
gonna
some
leave you.
exceptions.
Bye. Bye. Now it has a better ending. It has a happy ending, and hopefully that's why I'm doing this show, because maybe we'll have a happy ending. Cynthia and I
love happy
not
endings.
that kind of happy ending, chat room. But anyway, we decided, well, if we go out there, maybe we can grab him, lift him up over the fence, get him back in, you know, Bambi and all that stuff. So Cynthia went out there to approach him, and then he nutted up and he jumped over the fence. and he hurt his little foot again, or leg, or whatever it was. But he went back to mama. So if you don't like me and you don't want to join us, you're like that dumb little deer. And we are going to say, come on, come on, come on, but we're not going to climb over the fence and grab you. But if you don't jump the fence when we say, come on, over here, it's good, we will leave you. But me, I will slap you
so long.
a couple more
Farewell.
times just to see if I can prod you to nut up and jump over the fence. But if you don't, guess what? We will let you go to your own place, to the tents of Israel where you belong, and they will eat you. And not in a good way. So, lessons from the heartland. Lessons from the heartland. Now, of course, we all know that you're not supposed to talk about Fight Club. Linda had too much fun at her 55th class reunion Friday and Saturday. She lost her voice Friday. And now she sounds really sexy. Is that because she can't talk? Or because she sounds like gravel?
They should be seen and not heard.
Don't talk about Fight Club. There's a huge lesson here. And it's one that Cynthia will verify, and that those of you that have been with me for a while will verify. It took me way too long to learn this lesson.
Yep.
But I have learned the lesson as of Saturday when I was writing this. I've learned the lesson. The lesson about don't talk about Fight Club. And believe it or not, the lesson's in the script. It's in Matthew, chapter 7, verse 5 through 6. And it says, take the beam out of your own eye. You gotta get your house in order. You gotta clean up your own backyard. Yeah. You gotta get rid.
Look after number one.
All the Christianity that's in you. And there's been a lot of Christianity put in you.
It's all gone.
It's ubiquitous in our culture. It's ubiquitous in our education. It's ubiquitous
everywhere.
Throughout our media. And it takes a while to work it out of you. And for some reason, you want to keep hold of some of it.
Nope.
But first, get that stuff out of your own eye, your own spiritual eye. And then you'll see clearly to help remove
I can see clearly now the rain is
other people. And you know what a speck is? 2 Corinthians 12:7. You know what that was called? Let me show you what that was called. This is a good one. This is a really good one. We're going to go to Bible Hub.
Remove the speck.
And again, I don't own Bible Hub. I don't run Bible Hub. Don't tell them I use it. They'll cut off my access. They never thought that it would be used this way, but Christians don't use it. I might as well use it, right? 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verse number 7. Many of you are aware of this. Paul, 2/3 of the New Testament, Pharisee, Jew. Tell me again that, I just love it. We're not Jews. We're Christians. 2/3 of the New Testament was written by a Pharisee. They just don't care. That's why we're having this little discussion tonight.
Yep.
We'll tell you what we are going to do. It's not 2 Corinthians 12:7. Yes, it is. I'm looking at the wrong passage. 2 Corinthians 12:7. All right. And this is so interesting. We're talking about Paul's thorn in the flesh. He was given, let's look at it just a little bit. What kind of a God gives somebody a thorn in their flesh to keep them straight? And you can tell what this guy Paul's all about. He's like, I was so damn great that to keep me from being conceited, I was given a thorn in my flesh. That's what he said.
Wow.
I was so freaking great that to keep me from becoming conceited, what does that mean? To keep me from lifting myself up, like that little deer didn't want to lift himself up. But anyway, I was given a thorn. A A sclopos. It's the same thing as a
Damn
as
sclopos.
a scorpion sting. I was given a sharp affliction. I was given a sharp affliction. A messenger of Satan to torment me. Interesting, huh? Interesting. And it ties back to what we were talking about, the speck in your brother's eye. The words are tied together. So what you're trying to do is you've taken the thorn out of your own flesh. Remember, the Jesus character got stabbed in his side. That's a thorn in his flesh, right? And they keep this thorn in your flesh to keep pulling you back. You know what it's like? It's like fishers of men.
Ooh.
You got a fish hook in your flesh that keeps pulling you back. And until you take that thing out of your eye, you can't remove it from your brother's
Fish
eye.
hook in the
And we're
eye,
not
that'll
talking about
hurt.
enemies, we're talking about brothers.
Brother from another mother.
Other white people.
Other
If
pagan.
you're of another race, others of your race. We're talking about brothers. We've got to at least try to tell our brothers about the fish hook embedded in our flesh that keeps dragging us out of our great pagan heathen culture and into the Judeo-Christian mind control matrix. Because if we don't, their eye is cloudy. What does Matthew 6:23 say happens if your eye gets messed up? Matthew 6:23, you can look it up on your own. I'll read it to you. Matthew 6:23, it says very clearly and very distinctly, as he fills time to get to the verse. Matthew 6:23, if your eye be evil.
Ooh.
What does evil mean? If your eye is toilsome,
The evil eye.
bad, wicked, malicious, slothful, pain-ridden, in agony, under pain and laborious trouble.
Right on.
That sounds like the Christian life. Sounds just like it. And if your eye is that way, then your whole body's full of darkness. Skotos. The darkest of darkness. And how great is that darkness? Christianity brings the great pagan, heathen people who were ruling the world without peer until Christianity raised its ugly, grubby little head. And it pulls us into this foreign culture, this alien culture that is not our own, and it brings us down to the level of these saboteurs so they can beat us by experience, because they pull us down to their level and beat us by experience. And then it says, don't give to dogs, those that are proven to be dogs, those that are proven to be genital dicks. Don't give them what is holy.
No way.
Don't cast your pearls like the pearl of great price, Matthew 13:46, before people that have proven to be swine. First of all, you get yourself straight. Second of all, you try to remove the fish hook from your brother's eye. You try. Because you don't want it to be in darkness, and you know if it stays there, he will go into abject darkness and will never return. And he will fight against you. That's why they're so dangerous to keep in our midst.
Yep.
So once they've proven themselves to be dogs, we no longer give them that which is holy. Once they've proven themselves to be pigs, swine, we no longer cast pearls before them. We stop. And I finally learned this Saturday past. That means the last Saturday. I finally learned it. Now I have clear direction. And sometimes when you're a preacher, and I'm not really a preacher anymore, but when you're a teacher, sometimes you make the mistake of giving a big talk to people about something that's really just for you.
Ah.
I'm not making that mistake here because you can learn from my mistakes or not. But I get a lot of emails, I get a lot of messages from
Yep.
the cousins that
I give
say,
them lots of
Jeff,
emails.
what can I do? My mother, brother, sister, cousin, aunt, uncle, my side piece, whatever. They just won't. I try and I try and I try.
Yep.
They just won't. And
They
it
won't
gets
listen.
bad and ugly. Jeff, what do I do? Stop.
Yep.
Just stop.
Yep. That's what I did.
This will help you too. There's a process for dealing with our pagan,
Give up on that.
heathen brothers and sisters. And it will clearly and quickly determine if they are of the 300 or if they're dicks, genitals, dogs,
Oh, they're dicks, sorry.
swine, not worth our time.
All the above.
Very easy to follow process. And it works every time it's tried. But it has to be tried to work.
E for effort.
If try means do it. Because you know what Yoda said? All right.
What did Yoda say?
And this is
Use the
don't
force?
talk about Fight Club part. You tell people about Fight Club because if you didn't, nobody would ever find out about it, right? But you don't talk about it. You don't go on and on and on and on and on.
Right.
Here's my realization from divinity. We must continue to call out error in our community.
Always.
It is part of what I'm appointed to do. It is part of what we are appointed to do.
Right.
We must call out error in our community.
Bring
it's
out the
part
truth.
of what we're appointed to do. But
Call out the Tanos.
we must be smarter about it. First of all, and I had to learn this. Hopefully you can learn from my mistakes. Because you will learn. Sooner, later. First, call out error in those who promote and spread it in scholarly, unemotional terms. And I've always done this.
Me too.
Initially.
Gotta
Call
follow
out
the leader.
those that are in error.
Yep. You just don't know they're in error.
Those that promote it, those that spread it, in a scholarly, unemotional
That's right. Can't let emotion
way.
take the best of you, for sure.
And if you really
I know
care
I've learned
about
that
them,
over the last year.
there's a step two. If they don't respond, I give them a slap or two. I make fun of them. I call them out. I challenge their masculinity.
Yeah.
You might want to go give them a shot. You might even give them another little shot. But you got to get to that place where it's like someone that's delirious. You can't talk to them. You just got to smack them sometimes. So I give them a slap or two to see if they have any maleness left in them. Or to see if they're totally feminized.
Do a pecker check
What I
just to
mean
make sure.
is that this Christian mind control virus that's seeping into pagan peoples, it feminizes them.
Yep.
It literally feminizes them, and it saps them of their masculinity. Because even 20 years ago, when I was still in it, was I in it 20 years ago? 20 years ago-ish, when I was still in it, nobody would have allowed a smart mouth like me to say the things I say without being challenged. We would have manned up. It happened to me when I first went on Coast to Coast.
Problem is there's no man left.
A guy named Chris Putnam, who was the last of the Christian warriors, challenged me to a debate. We had a couple of them. And he handed me my ass the first time because I'm not going to say no to a debate. I'm a man. He did not.
I'm a
I got my
man.
ass back the second time.
I don't say no to
And
no
Chucky did
man's
too.
battle. Hell
But see,
no.
men were men. It's like Archie and Edith. How did that go? Maybe you remember then. Girls were girls and men were men. Back then, women were women, men were men.
Not anymore.
And we would stand up and we would answer a challenge. But see me, night after night, day after day, I challenge any and everyone
Crickets.
that believes in Christian identity, that believes in Christianity, that believes Jesus is real. Come
Jesus
online
was
to
not
the
real.
program.
Just like
Bring
is
me
not
on your
real.
program. We will have a scholarly, empirical debate and let the people decide. But you won't because you're feminized. Let's face it, you're a bunch of little bitches.
Little bitches.
That's just the way it is.
That's just
It
the way
used to
it
be
is.
that way. So men in Christianity and female warriors in Christianity
If I
have
go like
literally
this,
been,
it'll work.
they've had all of their testosterone taken out of them.
No they need some
They have
T-shots.
been cuckolded,
Ooh,
literally.
cockolded. Ouch.
And that's why you give them a slap or two to see if they have any maleness in
There we
them,
go.
or if they're totally
Finally.
feminized. So you call
Never
them
give
out,
up. Never give up.
like
Yes. Last little chocolate
once,
bar.
twice, maybe 3 times. If
Three
you really
times a lady.
and then you give them a slap or two to see if they're totally feminized.
And they are.
Once you determine it, and this is where I've had a problem with right up until
Satisfaction.
Friday. Well, literally right up until Saturday before I got this realization. Then you move on.
Move on. Never look back.
I realized that at Handsome Truth, Goyam TV, was a genital dick. Gave him a couple emails,
Little genitals.
slapped him around. But then
Dicklet
I
genitals.
kept slapping around. I know he's a bitch, but I keep slapping
Oh, I
around.
love it.
Same with
Keep
Adam
slapping
Green. I
around.
keep slapping these bitches around. And you know why?
Show him who's boss.
Because it's gotten emotional for me. I try to tell Cynthia, no, I'm just doing what I got to do. Somebody's got to do it. But the truth of the matter is, it's become emotional for me.
Once you get
And
started, you
I
can't
forgot to
stop.
listen to the great advice of the chancellor.
That's right.
We
Great
cannot get
chancellor.
emotional about them.
Nope. It's not our
Barry
fault that they
Bonds
won't
is
listen
there now.
to reason.
Charles Giuliani's there now. I've called them out. I've given them a slap. I've offered them
But they won't
a
return it.
discussion. They
Not man,
proved
they won't
totally
man up.
feminized.
That's
They
right.
proved that they're bitches, so it's time to move on.
You just won't stand up and be a
I cannot continue
man.
to waste my energy on them.
A lot of those in the X-Tards in the freedom movement
We
that do the
cannot be
same thing.
emotional in dealing with our enemies. This gives them power. This is not the chancellor. This gives them power, and it takes power from us. And I have stopped giving my power away for free. I've learned from my mistakes.
Right on.
Now, if they come up on my
Gotta
feed
learn
or
from your
something,
mistakes for sure.
I'll
I've learned
remind them
over
that
the
I
years
still
from my
know that they're
mistakes, that's for
bitches.
sure.
but I don't any longer allow it to take my power.
Nope.
And I don't any longer give them power by getting emotional. And Cynthia says, thank the gods.
Thank the gods indeed.
And if you start doing this in your life and in your world, you'll feel much better too.
Definitely. Definitely.
You've got better things to do with your power. It's the
That's right.
same thing as trying
Prioritize
to,
it.
be the mailman, deliver the mail, and hang out, try to, hey, did you get your mail? Did you get your mail? Did you open it up? What do you think? No, you go and you give other people mail.
Yep.
What does the Rockfin chat room think about this?
Mm.
I'm so ready to attack those piss ants. Yeah, that's emotional though, Fish. We got to be above that.
Fish. Fish
We
gets a
gotta
little
be above that.
excited sometimes.
Nina's drinking coffee. Ooh, love coffee.
Mm.
Passion.
I had
Yes.
2 cups of coffee today.
Yes. Eli's drinking distilled water because she's a badass.
I got
Just
some
like
distilled
Nina's, all I
water.
drink is distilled
When I first
no
started
doubt,
fasting,
Jeff says what the.
I did it
I
on
like
distilled
Wanda. I don't
water.
know who she
I would
is,
drink
but
a
she just
full
kinda
big
describes
bottle a
herself.
day,
I've
like
seen her
2
lately,
liters a
but
day,
She's smart.
with
She's one of us. I like
with
it.
that pink Himalayan sea salt.
Carmen talking about wonderful dancers. Eli's been abstaining for 2 years.
Ooh.
I don't know what from. It's hard to have
Definitely not sex,
because they don't
for
want
sure.
one. Oh no, we all have to drink. Oh, Linda spilled the beans. When I sing, that's when the drinking game
That's
starts.
right.
Oh. Charles said he once had a Spanish flamenco dancer with that name. I don't know what that name was. I dated a flamenco dancer. It didn't go that well. She was kind of a slut. I wonder if that runs in flamenco dancers.
I dated a dancer. She was kind of a slut too.
I don't know.
Oh boy, maybe it's a
What else we got?
correlation. They're all
You
linked.
can't- Pedro, I can't talk about that because I'm still on YouTube, but I'm with you. I'm with
Pedro.
you.
Be careful, Pedro, my man.
That's oh, somehow Linda. Yes, Linda, it is, and I'm not going to talk about it. Oh my, we're talking about things that I have no reason why we're
We
talking
can't
about
talk
those
about it. We
things.
can't talk about it.
Anyway,
The whole
that's
show's
funny.
can't talk about it.
That's funny. Okay, what we got going on in the YouTube chat room? It's nice to have a lot of people in here talking about things. Let's see. My ex was a dancer, says Freedom.
Yeah, see, told you.
Yeah, I think we discussed that a little bit. We used to discuss that a little bit. I'm
Yeah,
willing
I
to
think I
debate any
did.
PhD on any
I think
subject.
when I was
I'm
sending
gonna
him
challenge my
emails.
own brother on this BS.
Might
Good
have
for you.
been.
Genetically modified says bitches get stitches.
She
Yeah.
was like a
I found you,
ballroom
Jeff,
dancer
through
or
Adam
something.
Green. Well,
She wasn't a good kind of
miracles
dancer.
still happen, but
I forget what
I already
dance
covered
she
Adam.
did.
I already covered Adam. Steve Bork says, "Good to hear. It's a lesson that needs to be remembered." It does, Steve.
It does.
It's tough for us.
Gotta learn sometimes.
Crickets when I brought it up with friends. You'll find that to be
Lots of
a
crickets.
typical response. Tinfoil. Tierra. The
Yep.
salt is gone. Let's see. They don't stand for nothing. It's all falling apart, says Carol. Exactly right. The phone lines are not open yet, Melanie. Not yet. Let's see what else we
Like
got.
she can call
here.
anyways.
Just
No,
just
she
trying to go
can't.
through and
She's
see if something
blocked.
catches my eye.
Speaking of crickets,
Dagger's gone hardcore with it.
as always, I'm
I
always
can't say
hardcore.
I can't say anything. Wow.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
I just always bring. I just
Oh,
always
that's right. Melissa's still blocked anyway. She
go
can't know why she is.
take it the other way, the extra mile.
You got to be Norton on the outside and Durden on the inside.
Yeah.
We have to cultivate our inner Tyler Durden. You got to learn what the movie's about.
Yeah.
And you know the old saying is never let him see you sweat. That's not it. This is deeper than that.
Ooh, I
It's
sweat
never
pretty
sweat,
good today.
because sweat
Had
is
my
emotional.
Extra
When you're
large
dealing with our
large
enemies, we must
coffee
deal only in
today.
facts.
My sweater and
why
my
they get
jacket
emotional,
on.
and you'll know that
Holy,
you've
man, I
got 'em.
sweat
Like
my ass
today,
off in Tim
Charles
Hortons today.
Giuliani.
Damn.
Total little bitch. I wrote him an email. Hey, let's have a discussion. Went on his channel. Hey, let's have a discussion. And then I said, hey, what are you afraid of? Why are you running? You only will go on shows with crypto, you know who's? See, that's a little slap.
Crypto, you know who's? I love. I love when he said lems. Lems are the best. Those are the best code word so far for them.
We have to be different. We have to be different. John Garcias found me.
Just like when I called in and I said,
JLL,
look up
that's a great place. That's a
Lembelong.
great place.
You know the code for
A lot of people
lembelong.com.
That's just that we're dancers.
That was funny.
I never dated a pole dancer.
Me neither.
I have that
Well,
little
well,
piece of
depending what you
pride
want to say,
hold on to.
dated.
So, have confidence. Our numbers are sufficient. And Mark Twain said, never argue with a dick. They'll pull you down to their own level and beat you with experience.
Beat
He
you.
didn't say a dick, but you know.
Beat you.
And that's what
And
happens.
it's a
They'll
dick.
start
It's gonna
calling you
get beaten.
names.
Oh boy.
They get all
Double
emotional.
entendres never
And when
end.
they start getting emotional and start calling you names, Melanie found me through David Weiss. I think Smoochie did too, maybe. Or maybe
David
she did
Weiss is
before
awesome.
David Weiss.
I just saw a
Whenever they
video
start
of him
calling
on
you names,
TikTok.
Whenever they start cussing at you, that is
I couldn't save
evidence of
those
a mind that's a lot of
fantastic flat Earth
ideas.
video.
All out of
David Weiss is a
line.
legend.
Ideas.
Another great David.
Choicestone says, gotta get meaner. Cynthia found me through Rex Bear.
Raxberry, he's odd.
Or was that Cynthia? I don't know. Maybe not. Somebody found me through Rex Bear Fluban. I finally figured this out.
The chat room goes
I
pretty
finally
quick
figured
sometimes.
this out. And I quit. I've stopped since Saturday, I swear. Since Saturday. I don't argue with dicks anymore. I do not argue with dicks anymore.
I don't even touch them. Well, my own
Because why
maybe,
would
but
you want to?
I don't want to. No, I don't want to. Are you or I'm gonna do it dicks?
remain emotionally
I go with the
detached.
P. The good stuff.
I finally figured this out. I hope
Sweetness.
that maybe you will.
Oh
Now
yeah.
let's take a quick look at the film. Since Saturday, Moran, yeah, why are you minimizing my
Moran's
victories?
always a
Why you
hard
gotta rain
ass.
on my parade? I know it's Monday. I know it's Monday,
Moran.
but that's all day Saturday, all day Sunday, and it's Monday. How about that? Johnny D found me through Wayne. Very interesting. That's 3 days. Hell, that's better than Jesus. He didn't spend 3 days
No.
and 3 nights. So Fight Club
Close but no cigar, Jesus kebab.
is a 1999 American film. That's interesting. 1999. We're
1999.
gonna party like it's 19. Anyway, it's also 666. Those are same upside down, right?
Yep.
Film
Flip
directed
it
by
up.
David Fincher. And the director, David Fincher, Dana says it's Tuesday in Australia.
Way too many Davids.
And Missing You is cracking the big joke, says it's a record. Saturday to Monday.
Missing you busting her husband's balls.
Been emotional with some of my enemies. Emperor Rex also funny on Wayne. I hope Wayne is doing well with his move. And Wayne oughta, he oughta put that ego aside and have some stuff. I did figure out the spiral stairs, and I also figured out
Yeah.
don't walk down the spiral stairs with carrying chairs.
Spiral stairs. Those are
Johnny.
complicated.
Or sorry, Jama found me on Rex. Cool. I wonder how Rex is doing. I haven't talked to Rex in a while.
Rex is funny.
So, Fincher, the director of Fight Club, said it was a coming-of-age film.
Coming
He
of
outlined
age.
the narrator's background, which was the Norton character, saying he's trying to do everything he was taught to do. He's trying to fit in the world by becoming the thing he isn't. Doesn't that describe all of us when we were in Christianity?
Yep.
Trying to do everything we're taught to do. Trying to do everything the Bible says. Trying to bring every thought captivity to Christ. Trying to be a good little boy. Trying to be a good little girl. Trying to live within the rules of the book. Just trying to be a good little Christian. Trying to fit into this world that doesn't make any damn sense by becoming something that we aren't. And that's what you silly, unsophisticated heathens and pagans are trying to do right now. You're trying to embrace Christianity. You're trying to do things that aren't for you. You're trying to fit into a world where you don't belong. You're heathen. You're pagan.
Yep. Got to be like your ancestors, your proud pagan ancestors.
Never will be.
That's right.
Unless you cuck yourself.
Yeah, that's right.
And just like you, he can't find happiness. So he travels a path to enlightenment. And you're going to have to do the same damn thing.
Right on.
And here comes the hard part, and it's true. You got to kill your parents, kill your God, and kill your teachers.
Maybe a bad thing, especially if they're X-tards. Get better speakers, Moran. You could gotta razz Melanie every once in a while.
Tyler Durden.
She's always tough on everybody else.
His God by doing things he wasn't
Take
supposed
some
to
of your own
do.
medicine, Melanie.
I'm your Tyler Durden. My hair is sort of like this. I'm your Tyler
Sort of, yeah.
Durden.
It's not as dark.
And I'm helping you kill that pesky, puny Bible God by doing all the stuff he tells you not to do.
Rat bastard.
And to complete the process of maturing, the narrator has to kill his teacher, Tyler Durden. And guess what? Sooner or later, you gotta kill me. See, that's the difference between me and the Adam Greens, between me and the global waitresses, between me and the Rizzolis, between me and the Voxes, between me and all these other people, and every one of the Christian ones. They don't want you to kill them. They want you to need them.
Please, oh please, I need you.
Divine, sovereign, and free means you
have to go on bended knee to nobody's savior.
It
Nobody.
means that you're divine, you're sovereign, you're free.
That's right.
And if I can help you truly unindoctrinate
Don't
yourself,
bend the knee to nobody.
you will kill your God.
Anyone.
You will kill your Bible, and you will kill me.
2 out of 3
I
ain't
won't
bad.
be your guy anymore, your guru anymore.
You the man, Jeff. You the man.
I'll just be the person that puts you on the path, and now you are divine, you are sovereign, you are free, and you don't need
certainly are.
JD.
Oh, we need
You
JD.
don't. Melanie just comes back here to see what kind of outfit I'm wearing.
She's such a fashionista.
Get it.
I got my jackets. Just need to be a little cleaning them. Not as nice as,
Well, that doesn't mean
not as
you'll leave
fancy
the
as
channel,
Jeff's,
come
but
back, but you'll figure shit out for yourself.
shizzle. Get the
Thank you,
shizzle,
Chainsaw
muzzle,
Cat.
dizzle.
He tried to do everything he was taught to do, and then he learned to unindoctrinate himself. Oops. Tyler Durden defeated the tribe. I forgot that I was going to be on YouTube with this. Tyler Durden is
Oops.
a Nietzschean Ubermensch.
Defeat of the lens.
And this is
Ubermensch.
who the narrator wants to be in his mind. That's a huge kosher disclosure.
Oh yes. Dun, dun,
The director of Fight Club said that his main character, or co-main character, the Brad Pitt character, Tyler Durden, is a Nietzschean Ubermensch. I'll define those for you.
Nice.
And that's who the narrator wants to be. The narrator in the Edward Norton character in Fight Club is you and me. It's all of us.
That's right.
The ones that are tired of same as tired of life as usual and want to be something special.
I am
Hey, ain't nothing wrong
special.
with my landscaping. Smooth as a baby's ass, baby. That's all I gotta
Ooh,
say.
my balls are smooth as a baby's ass after today.
I mean, I'll bet Tyler Durden's
And
manscaped.
au naturel aftershave. Ooh, after that burning
This is a huge
sensation,
kosher
it worked
disclosure. I'm
good.
telling you what the source
Thanks,
of
Andrean.
your dirtiness is. Yes.
Turdiness.
The source of your dirtiness is Nietzschean Ubermenschality.
Oh, yeah.
Friedrich Nietzsche was a German philosopher whose work has exerted a profound influence on modern intellectual history. Prominent elements of his philosophy include a radical critique of Christian morality, in other words,
Attaboy, like that.
destroying it,
Right on,
and the
Nietzsche.
related master-slave morality, and the subsequent development of the will to power.
That's right.
That's what happens when you kill your God, your Bible, your religion.
You want to be a
me.
slave.
Then you've got
That's
the
what you
will to
are.
power. You don't need me anymore. You've got your own will to power.
You don't want to be nobody's slave.
When you kill Christianity in its stupid morality, then you'll learn what real power is.
That's right.
When you get rid of the related slave master morality and realize
Take off the
you're
shackles.
divine, you're sovereign, you're
All
free,
the
you're the
shackles,
king
the
of your own
shackles
domain,
on me.
then you realize the will
Oh.
to power and you run your
Fight
life
the
the way you
power.
want to run your life.
That's right. That's how I'm doing. You got to take power
The
back.
Ubermensch and the doctrine of eternal return. What's eternal return? That's what I'm always talking about. We rise, we be, and we pass away to a new arising.
That's right.
Eternal return. We're coming back, and we get to decide where we want to come back, or if we want to. This is a thoroughly pagan and a thoroughly heathen concept, and the Christians got nothing for it, and you feminized Christian, you feminized pagan heathen men and women, feminized by Christianity,
Sad.
are just going to be brought back in your mortal bodies. Read Romans 8:11 in the original Greek.
I'd rather be a
And they're
warrior
gonna
than
use
be
you over and over
feminized.
again as
Little
scapegoats and red
cuckold
heifers.
X-tard.
Get off your knees, says RP Brothers.
That's
Beautiful,
right.
thank you.
There's no reason to get on your knees for anything or anyone. Except if you're getting married, maybe.
Once
just
you
the one
find this
time.
will
That's
to
it. That's the
power,
only exception.
you find the Ubermensch inside you. And girls got an Ubermensch too.
Or Uber
It's called the
wench.
Uberbench. I'm kidding. Ubermensch.
Oh yeah,
Superman.
I'll bend them over the Uber bench.
Creative powers of the individual to overcome
It's
cultural
okay to use
and moral mores in pursuit of
benches
new
every once in a
values
while.
and aesthetic health. I say in this realm, faux show, Carol, and more. Nietzsche's work became associated with National Socialism. Big disclosure.
Yep.
The message cousins.
Socialism. I wonder who
The
used
message
that.
cousins. This is where I wish I was on YouTube because I could blow this up.
I miss you being on YouTube, and I can't watch the Rockman on the big screen.
Tyler Durden is Ubermensch.
Ubermensch. Love that word.
You didn't have it. Oh, shut up, Moran. The Ubermensch is the human Superman creator of new values.
I love when Jeff gives it to Moran. She gives it to me all the time.
The Superman creator of new values. Why does he need new values?
It's another thing I'm going to miss about being on
values
YouTube.
for
She always
humanity
put me in
isn't
timeout
weak
like
unless you're a man,
when I was a
Ruby,
bad
if you know what
boy.
I'm saying. The Ubermensch appears after the death of the Judeo-Christian God in your life. The Ubermensch doesn't follow the morality of the common people because that favors mediocrity.
And we're not mediocre.
But he rises above the notion
X-tards might be, but not heathens
herd
and
mentality and the herd morality.
definitely not mediocre.
And his ultimate goal is the journey, and her ultimate goal is the journey towards the state of Ubermensch. Spiritual evolution of self-awareness, overcoming traditional views of morality and justice that stem from superstitious beliefs deeply rooted in the notion of God and Christianity.
Yep.
Nietzsche says, I teach you the Ubermensch.
Very
Darty
superstitious.
says, I teach you the Ubermensch. And if you're a pagan, heathen, man or woman, and you want to give in to Judeo-Christianity,
Nope.
I'm here tonight to tell you that the Judeo-Christian man or woman is something that shall be overcome, broke, busted, disgusted, defeated, wiped from the face
Brokeback
of
Mountain.
the fruited vine.
Might as well be Brokeback Mountain Judeo-Christian man,
Ask
man.
you the question, what have you done to overcome him?
Oh,
What
I've
have you
overcome
done
them a
to
long
overcome
time
her?
ago. Yeah.
And just being the same man, just being the same woman you've always been, to the Ubermensch, that's a laughing stock. It's an embarrassment.
Yeah, you gotta move
And
on,
you,
change, never look
pagans
back.
and heathens that want to welcome in Christians to our numbers, you pagans and heathens that
No.
want to call yourself Judeo-Christian,
They lower themselves.
you are a laughing stock
Yeah,
to us and an embarrassment to yourselves.
definitely.
You're pitiful,
They are.
and you'll be dealt with appropriately.
That's right. Can't trust them. As far as you can throw them. That's why I don't go down anymore. Too many X-tards down there. Way too many. And they just don't listen to reason.
Nietzsche
They're all
said,
tinos.
so many of you.
They only look into
Hey,
stuff
Jay
they
Blaze,
want to look
what's up,
into
brother?
for truth. Truth or a name only.
You've made your way from worm to man, but for so many of you, much worm is still within you. Because Jesus is the worm. I think he even said that he was a worm. He did. Did Jesus? Somebody.
Well, he is a
Worm,
little
the
worm.
worm, the
He's
worm,
thin
the
enough
worm,
to be a worm.
Worm.
He
Let's
could do
go
the worm,
Bible Hub.
you know, the
Let's look up
breakdancing
worm.
move. I mean, he could do the worm really good, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'll show you what I'm doing. Just this will help you. This helps you kill me. That's right, Jay Blaze. I'm helping people kill me tonight. You got to rewind and see what I'm talking about. But here's Bible Hub. I know
JD's
there's
killing it. I don't know about killing him, but he's
disclosure in here
killing
about
it.
worms. So I'm going to put worm in here. Worm.
Dennis Rodman.
And I got
The
all
worm.
these chapters of worm. Huh. I kind of know what I'm looking for. Who is the Son of Man but a worm? Who's the Son of Man but a worm? Who's the Son of Man? Jesus. He even calls himself a worm. They want you to be a worm.
He knows he's a worm.
A worm, not a man, despised by people. That's what they want you to be. Read the Sermon on the Mount, or the Sermon for the Mountain.
Gotta read between the lines.
And in,
X-Kids.
in the lake of fire, the worm never dies. The fire's never quenched. Because they've got you in this recycle system.
That's right.
And I can put New Testament. Is the word worm in New Testament? The worm never dies. The worm never dies.
Sounds
the worm
like
never
a
dies
James Bond
The worm
movie.
is
The worm
Christian,
never
the
dies.
Judeo-Christian Trojan horse virus that is seeking to destroy the pagan heathen peoples. And the worm will not die. The fire will not burn it. The only way to get the worm out is to dig it out of your
Drink
own
it.
gut.
The
and
bottom of
stop it
tequila.
and
Don't eat the
destroy it.
worm though in the tequila bottle though. That's
You
not,
will
from what I've heard, is
destroy the worm, or you
not
will
a good
be
idea.
eaten by worms. They worm their way into your homes. They gain control over gullible women, and that's what you men and you pagan heathen men that are becoming Christians become. You're just gullible women. They've wormed
I ain't no
their
woman.
way into our movement. See, there's something about the worm. And it's a really silly dance, too, I understand.
There you go. It is.
Much worm remains within you.
I could do the worm.
Christianity demands it.
That's
But
the only
behold,
break dance
again,
move I can really
say,
do is the
I
worm.
teach you the Übermensch. The Übermensch is the meaning of the earth. Let your will say, the Übermensch shall be the meaning of the earth. What is great in man is that he's a bridge and not a goal. You keep going, learning.
Like the
What's
Energizer
lovable
Bunny.
in man is that he's overgoing, not going under. We're not going under nothing. We're over it all.
I don't mind going under. The
And for you
dress.
magatards and you Trump tards, democracy is
Q-tards,
possible only by
X-tards.
mankind having bred an apathetic creature which has no great passion, no great commitment, who's unable to dream, who merely earns his living and keeps warm and watches the fucking Chiefs on Sunday. This concept is a condition that
Drinks
renders the
beer.
creation of the Übermensch impossible. Thus, vote. And if you're still thinking that you're going to vote,
Votes
you're
don't
on
matter.
the wrong channel, Leave.
That's
Now
right.
you don't get it and you never will.
Voting system's owned by the CCP in Canada and the U.S.
Nonsense.
Your vote doesn't count. We're in Stalin territory, folks. My cousins already know that.
Tyler Durden and James Dean
Ooh.
as Übermensch. Remember, Tyler Durden is a Nietzschean Übermensch. And me as Tyler Durden, I am not empathetic, and I don't help you face the decisions in your life that are complicated and have moral and ethical implications. Don't call me up and ask me, Jeff, should I divorce her? Jeff, should I go here? Jeff, should I go there? Jeff, can you ask the Roth? No! This is for you to learn how
I
to
like
do
asking
by
the
your
Rods.
damn self. I'm
Forgot
not
to ask the
your
rods
guru.
tonight. Oh, you forget. I gotta
I
write
am not
down questions for
empathetic
the
in
rods.
this regard
Keep
whatsoever.
forgetting to
I'm
ask
not
rods.
here to help you make the big decisions in your life. I'm
No,
here
the
to
rods are.
indoctrinate you so you can be divine, sovereign, and free, and be a grown ass man and a grown ass woman. Don't ask me what you should do with your life. Figure it out for yourself. You're grown. I don't want to roll with you if you're gonna ask me, should I? Just do it or don't.
Shit or get off the pot, bitches.
I'm not here to help you with the complicated things.
Don't want to hold your
Things that have
hand
moral
every
and ethical
step of the
implications.
way.
You don't hear gurus say this, don't you? I'm not your guru. I'm trying to take you from a rebel without a clue and make you a rebel without a cause. And then give
I'm a
you
rebel
cause.
with a cause.
I hope you understand what I just said.
Sort of.
Fight Club also parallels the 1955 movie Rebel Without a Cause with star James Dean. It probes the frustrations of the people caught in the system. Not just the
That's what a lot of
Christian
people are
system,
today. They're
but
just
this
frustrated with
American
the system.
gone wrong, broke system.
But they're going about the wrong
The
way.
characters having undergone societal emasculation from Christianity. You can't even look at a girl and think she's hot anymore, or you're
Nope.
going to hell. They're stealing your
I
power. They
go
got
to
you
hell every
masturbating
day.
to their
It's
porn.
fantastic. There's way too many
You
pretty
can't even
ladies
fuck
out
your wife
there.
without watching
I wish I
Pornhub
had
to get excited
eyes
first.
the back of my head. Some days.
That's pathetic.
It is.
That's called emasculation. And you've been reduced to a generation of spectators. That's why you watch porn. And that's why you watch porn ball.
Because they like to watch.
Football, baseball, basketball.
Porn ball.
Fucking porn. Hockey.
Fucking porn.
That's why you base your life on external signifiers of
Pucking.
happiness.
Pucking
Causing
A.
an unnecessary chase for material goods that replaces the more essential pursuit of spiritual happiness.
That's what I'm doing right now.
the
Spiritual
director of
happiness.
this
I
movie
feel
speaking.
so much better. I'll be doing a meditation tonight
Don't say they didn't
and in
tell
the
you.
morning.
Don't say I didn't tell you.
Read my book in the morning, then do watch positive videos, audios, listen to them. What a difference.
As he peeks into the chat room, Rebel Without a Cause, excellent movie. In my day, we called those kind pansies. Absolutely.
Yeah, pansies.
Religion is a mind fuck, and not in a good way.
Nope.
Religion is a mind parasite.
It is.
I left my pagan group when it started to turn Christian. I've been flying solo ever since. That's because you're a badass, Carmen Gibbs. You're an uber mensch.
Yeah.
Hey, you created me. I didn't create some loser alter ego to make myself feel better. Take some responsibility. Tyler Durden said to, I didn't remember this, Peter, said to the Ed Norton character, hey, you created me. I didn't create some loser alter ego to make myself feel better. Take some responsibility. See, that's what people don't want.
Yeah.
That's what the pagan heathens that go running after Jesus, they don't want responsibility. They
That's
want
right.
somebody to take care of it for them and make it all right, tuck them into bed at night, and be their little binky night blankie. Bunch of fucking pussies.
You are what you eat.
Mind parasite, worm.
You want to call me a pussy? That's all right. Because I am what I eat.
Kind of like drinking the tequila worm.
Exactly.
Jesus spoke about hell more than anybody. Yeah, he had to. You have to denounce all the things you received into your body and ask to come into your body. Nobody's going to come live in my body but me.
Nobody's going to come in my body.
Brilliant.
I come in other people's bodies.
Brilliant. It's like wearing your underwear over and over again. I don't really get the analogy, but that's kind of gross.
That is gross.
I'd
I'd rather go commando.
Religion gave death a bad rap. Oh, that's big, Pedro. That's big.
Pedro's
Take your power
deep.
back, says Carmen. Can I get a hell yeah?
Hell yeah.
Wormholes. Ooh. Always got their hand instead of making it count. It's hard to type this sometimes. Hey, Delaney, what's up?
Delaney
I killed my
Pearl
government, my
Jones.
God, and then myself. I've never been more divine, sovereign, and free. Thank you, Fervent Heat.
Excellent.
They got you addicted to dope? Yep. All kinds of dope, too.
Dope, sir.
Rebel without a clue. Jeff, I missed your other calling, stand-up comedian. Thank you, Dana. Here it is. You're seeing it. You're seeing it. A dog chasing cars. And some of you are chasing parked cars. Over and over.
They just can't figure out they keep hitting the cars.
That's why you're kind of unsophisticated. Oh, I get 3 hearts from Abby Dishaw. That's good. Thank you. And even if they weren't for me, I'm taking them. I'm taking them. The Canadian shop teacher with a huge rack of fake boobs.
That guy's a legend.
He's schlonging the system.
He is.
He was called toxic the previous year. Good for him. Yeah, he was called toxic masculinity. So he's turning the freaking tables on.
That guy's a legend, man. He's a legend. Melanie Moran wants a nice set like that.
Shattered. I hope so. I hope so. All right. We're winding down.
Ooh, we're just getting started, though.
The film references products such as Gucci, Calvin Klein, and the
Of
new
course.
Volkswagen Beetle. which I believe represents the emasculation of the Chancellor.
Ooh. Because he
The
created the original
emasculation of the
Volkswagen.
Chancellor. Ed Norton was talking about the show where they smash up a new Beetle. And he says that it was smashed up because it seemed like the classic example of a marketing plan that sold culture back to us. Wasn't nothing wrong with the original Beetle.
No.
Then they sold it back to us. Listen between the lines. And there are a new wave. There is a new wave of cowardly characters.
There's
attacking
way
the
too
great
many in
one.
that wave.
There's a new wave of cowardly characters. And here's a good example of, even though I pass on by and I don't get emotionally more, so I have to bring stuff up. There's a new wave of cowardly characters attacking the Great One. A new wave of cowardly characters attacking the Chancellor. And all of them are promoted
I even
by
watched some
Adam
Tony
Green of
Robbins
No More
videos
News,
today,
strangely
and he mentioned
enough.
the N-word in both videos. It's like he uses the same
We must
analogy
smash
every time, and
this,
I was
and we must smash
pretty
the scum
turned
that
off by
promotes
that,
it.
actually.
This repackaging and selling back to us of a false Chancellor.
All those kind of gurus are all kind of
Pitt
ex-turds,
explained
though,
the
or have some
dissonance.
extra influence.
He
So
said, we're all rooting for ball teams, but we're
I
not
usually
getting in
turn
there to
that
play
part out, tune it out.
ourselves. We're
I don't
all
like when they
so
use the N-word.
concerned with
I was
failure
pretty
and success.
upset with Tony Robbins today using it not
YouTube
once but
terms,
twice.
Tribe defined numbers in shekels. Like these two things are all that are going to sum you up at the end, failure and success. The world's definition of failure and success may sum you up, but in an inverse way. If the
That's
world
how you
says
look
you're
at
a
it.
success,
Yeah.
then you failed spiritually. If the world says you failed, then you're a success spiritually in most respects.
You have to fail many times to be a success.
Troublesome. You remember the intel and
The
the
world's
inside
most
stick
successful
that kinda
people
came to me.
failed
So,
over and over
here's
and
the
over again.
intel. Be dirty on the inside. The fights in Fight Club, this is according to the producer, not the producer, the director. The fights represent a resistance to the impulse to be cocooned in society. See,
Ooh.
we don't have any impulse anymore not to be cocooned in society. An impulse that the cabal is breeding out and bleeding out of us and buying us off.
They are buying us off.
That's why I fight these cowards.
That's right.
Norton said,
You got
this
it.
was in 1990
Stand up
when
for
I was seeing
yourself.
this movie. Live till you are good.
Litty.
Ed Norton, said he believed that the fighting strips away the fear of pain. Folks, we've got to overcome the fear of pain and death and the fear of ostracization. I'm about the most ostracized guy in this business, and I have never been happier in my life.
I love being
I don't want to
ostracized.
hang out with you losers.
Me
I don't want to be
neither.
accepted by you bunch of pussies.
I moved on from that.
Reminds me of the old Mac Davis song.
Back tonight.
Oh Lord, it's hard to be humble. I could have lots of friends if I want her, but then I wouldn't stand out from the crowd.
Exactly.
Oh Lord, it's hard to be humble, but I'm doing the best that I can.
Oh, Borg used this on his channel. This is the song he used. I gave him shit because he used too much Lord stuff in one episode.
That's exactly what I try to do here. Because only you can unindoctrinate you.
Yeah, I have definitely done that in the last year.
Sooner or later, it's just going to be you. And you're all going to be the only one that you have to depend upon. And if I've done my job, you'll be all right.
I'm all right. Thanks, GD.
This is going to get this video demonetized probably, but I'm going to play it anyway because it's really good. This is the final scene of Fight Club. And remember, this was in 1999.
I hope Fight Club's on my TV tonight. I'm going to watch it after this.
Some of the things they tease you with in 1999. Here's the final scene of Fight Club.
This is when everything explodes.
I hope it's turned up and everything, but let's see what happens.
Pretty sure that's what it is.
Come on, play. Are you going to play for me?
No.
It's not not gonna play for me. You biatch. Am I doing something stupid? Let me ask you. Let's see if I'm doing something stupid.
That's the rods.
Okay, it's not gonna play for me there. I'll play it another way. Give me a second. Give me a second. This will get us demonetized.
Fuck 'em.
What's a little demonetization now and then?
I got
$4.50
demonetized all the
instead of
time.
$5 this month. What am I gonna do without that 50 cents? Okay.
It adds up. Compound
Fight
interest.
Club.
At least that's what they say.
Get your fingers on the right buttons. Fight Club. End scene. Should I do the long one?
Yes.
No, we'll do the 54-second one. Maybe we'll get away with this.
Oh, I should have done the long one.
54-second version. This is the one I was going to play anyway, so let's see.
Oh.
Will we get away with this? I don't know, but it'll be worth it.
Oh, yeah.
Because, see, we're Tyler Durden up in this bitch.
You don't give a fuck.
See, Edward Norton wouldn't play it. Well, you know, I'd lose my monetization.
You know.
We're Tyler Durden up in this bitch. So here's the end scene of Fight Club.
Look at it. Look at the squish. There's on him.
Yes, but it's okay. Marla, look at me. I'm really okay. Trust me.
You don't look okay. He's got freaking 2 black eyes. There they go. Kaboom. They're all falling down.
Look, there's 2 towers left.
Very strange time in my life.
There's 2 towers left. Look how they fall. What do they look like? Oh.
Foreshadowing the future. Soviet regime loves doing that in movies. Oh yeah, the dick at the end.
So there you go, ladies
That's...
boys and girls.
We didn't mention the dick at the
Maybe I'll
end.
escape the,
Forgot they would flash those in.
I don't know.
That's
But
funny.
did you catch the 2 buildings still standing?
Did you catch the dick?
Charges falling the exact same way that buildings would a couple years later?
Yup. Crazy.
Great line. You met me at a very strange time in my life. Wow. Ain't
I should
that
use that
the
line.
truth?
You met me at a very strange time
Same
in
place
my
they
life.
were a couple years later, DAGR. Nowhere. And Quotiera's like, oh, wow. Yeah, you got it.
Yeah. Nowhere indeed.
In the club with 50 Cent, Jeff. Yeah, huh?
My boy Fitty.
Lit T never tires that movie. I think we'll watch it again.
Yeah.
I don't think I wasn't woke last time I saw that. And not woke, you know, I didn't know, I was not aware last time I saw that. Very interesting, huh, folks? Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. You know what? I think we're going to call it a night.
Oh yeah, that's when he just called it a night. I was gonna call in.
I need to get to the grocery store before I close.
That's
so I can get
right. You had to
something.
go to the
So I
grocery
can have a
store.
nighttime smoothie.
He's such a.
So I don't
Oh, I think I said something there.
get hungry at night. And this way I won't eat food at night. So too much information. I know, but
It's almost as
I
bad as Laugh
appreciate you all
Dancer.
very much
TMI,
for
but
being
she
here.
does the worst one.
Rockman, we love you. We appreciate you.
At least
YouTube.
Laugh Dancer says TMI
We
before
love the
she says
people,
all her
but we
crazy
hate
shit.
The platform. Let's just be honest.
Yes,
Let's just be honest.
I agree.
No,
And the big
I
screen
don't use
TV.
that kind of milk, Dagger. So, hopefully we give you something to think about tonight.
I love
Hopefully
giving
we've
him
given you
shit.
something new to consider tonight. Hopefully we made a difference in your life tonight.
I just made it make
this will
fun
help you
and just making a joke.
indoctrinate
Yes.
yourself. I think it might. I'm Jeffrey Daugherty, the Christian whistleblower. I'm your mailman. You've just received a special delivery.
Yes, we have.
And remember, you don't have original sin.
Nope. Spark of
You've got the
divinity
spark of
within.
divinity within. Don't go on bended knee. to somebody.
Nobody.
You're
Nobody. Never
divine.
bend your
You're
knee.
sovereign. You're free.
Don't be a knee bender.
He's He's not gonna save you from this thing he gave you anyway.
Nope.
And kick those bitches out.
Get out of
Possess,
here.
Get rid of them. Take your life back, like Linda said. Take back your
That's
life.
right.
Kick everything out.
Be a
That
man.
you have
Don't
brought
be a little
in.
bitch.
Get a little nanosoma to help you do that.
Ooh, nanosoma
And
works
physical health
good.
as well. We'll see you tomorrow
Does a
night.
body good. Especially
7:30 p.m.
been
Central
swimming.
Time. For Cynthia and for the cousins, I'm Jeffrey Darty. Your the Christian whistleblower. See you tomorrow night.
Can't wait. It's gonna suck because it's not gonna be on YouTube for a while. Oh well. Just watch the old shows. Do the deprogramming on the old shows. So that's it. That's it for that one. And boom, there's another one right after. But
Wonder
I'm
if I
not
could
gonna
get my
watch that
business
one
off the
because
ground. What if I could expand with confidence?
yeah.
What if nothing stood in the way of
What's this one about? Is that the one I'm gonna watch next? Oh, this is the music that plays before each show. Dude, this is what happened to me on the on the one before this one. I was on this screen and I paused it and I was putting all the information in and went live, and then I tried to press play on this and it disappeared. So that's why this is a part deux, because yeah, technical difficulties. So I'll know that for next time to not waste my time on my monologue, or at least if I do press play, so at least it's running. So learn from your mistakes, folks, cousins. But yeah, so there we go. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. Happy birthday to me. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. Thanks for an awesome show. Thanks for coming to my birthday bash. Wasn't much on here because it was, like I said, it was a part day, but the actual show earlier tonight, lots of cousins were wishing me happy birthday. Rudy wished me happy birthday. Jeff did. It was pretty awesome. So looking forward to many more birthdays with the cousins. And catch me tomorrow night, because even though Jeff's not going to be on YouTube, I will be doing another old program and spreading the word, man. Just spreading the word. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you soon. Love you. Take care.